me about yourself is normally the opening question in an interview session, right? In an interview session, normally the moment you sit down, okay, tell me about yourself is how normally an interviewer open the sessions, right? So because opening questions is extremely important, it is extremely important that you really practice this beforehand in home, right? To tell about yourself, because the moment you stutter, the moment you become nervous, then the first impression that the interviewer have on you is already bad, right? You do not want to set a bad first impression in any kind of interview. So tell me about yourself. What you need to do in home, you write down about yourself, you practice it in front of the mirror, so you know that you're not going off course of your story, and then you know that you can handle it well, because these questions, no matter what kind of company you're interviewing for, will almost come out as the first question, right? So what you need to be making sure that you are covering in this tell me about yourself is that you need to know that this is not a question for you to cover your personal life story, right? You do not need to tell the interviewer that, you know, I was raised and born in Bekasi, and then I go to SD apa, SMP apa, SMU apa, terus saya.
Because it's kind of sounds the same from your CV, right?
Exactly, but you don't tell personal life story, right? Don't tell that what is your hobby. Don't tell that okay, like in high school you have like 2 girlfriends or whatever it is. Like this is. Yeah, it's you, but this is not what the question is about, right? The question is about is your qualification and your experience, right? So if you experience a professional, if you have work experience before, which I assume most of you don't have because most of you still university student, I will cover that a bit later, but if you are experienced professional that have work experience before, then this question is actually for you to explain your history of your experience starting from your first job. Right? What is your company name, your title? How long have you do that job for? And what is your achievement during that position that you have, right? So and then you go in historical level, in the time managed level from your first job until your current job. If you're experienced professional. Now, if you're a fresh graduate, like I think most of you will be when you are getting this question in your interview, what you need to cover is that, okay, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, my name is Yunita Venjeri. I am from Medan. I studied in University of Indonesia with a major of chemical engineering, right? And then if you have a short version of why you choose your major, go ahead and tell it, why you choose chemical engineering, for example, or why you choose pharmacy, right? And then after you tell the story, then you need to tell about your organizational experience, right? Because in telling me about yourself, you cannot only tell about your academic, right? You wanted to tell about 2 sides. You wanted to tell about your academic achievement, right? You wanted to tell about your academic achievement. You also wanted to tell about your organizational experience. This is extremely important because organizational experience is what the interviewer will take and convert it to become the workplace attitude. Right? So it's kind of like the relativity of the work experience that you guys don't have yet, right? So you tell about what kind of organization you join within your university life. Why do you decide to join that organization? Better most if you can tell about the time you become a leader in terms of some kind of event, right? Jadi kalau kamu pernah menjabat menjadi ketua acara penyelenggaraan event apa, then you tell that story, right? Within my advice will be, do not go off course, do not go on your speech, try to practice it within 3 minutes, right? Try to make it finish within 3 minutes, because if it's going way too long, then the listener will be a little bit, okay, all right, I got it, right? So try to make it full of story, but packed. That's why latihan. That's why the practice is important, because without the practice, you will go off course, and then you will try to become, it will become too long and too not suspenseful. So it need to be packed with your academic achievement and your organizational achievement. Right? Makanya dari zaman sekarang ini banyak anak-anak angkatan 2019, it is very, very important for you to join organization, right? For you to be active in a committee, right? Because this is what will bring you towards your future jobs, right? Not only your academic achievement, because within only academic achievement, it is not appreciated enough in the working culture, right? You need to be able to tell story from your organizational experience and from your committee experience.